So instead of doing what a sane person or an American would do, BJT decided to respond to the Democrats' video saying you don't have to obey unlawful orders by throwing a tantrum and doubling down. Again, a sane person, an American, would say, well, yeah, you don't have to obey unlawful orders. Instead, Trump and Caroline Levitt lied and said that it was about lawful orders. No, it's about unlawful orders. And of course, making that big deal about it shows and tells on themselves that they're going to do unlawful orders. His plan is to do more unlawful orders. I'll remind you, everything he's already done has been unlawful except for possibly blowing Bubba, if Bubba is Bill Clinton. If it's a horse or an underage child, then again, it's another thing he did wrong. But yeah, they're doubling down on it, saying that, they have some defense here that Washington would hang people. No, we need to ask ourselves, who would Washington hang, really? He would hang the traitors, the royalists, the people trying to be kings in America. Trump-ooteniers are traitors. MAGA are traitors. Trump is the biggest traitor of them all. But the other ones right below him do deserve the punishment he's recommending for us. It's just a matter of, he could also flee to Moscow, be allowed to flee to Moscow and watch his trials on TV. I'd be fine with that as long as he's gone. We're a lot more like forgiving and considerate than they are. But we need to call them out for what they are, and we need to demand that our military go ahead and coup now. Like, overthrow this tyrant, this traitor, before he puts you in a position of obeying or deciding whether or not his orders are lawful or not. But when he sends you against the American people, that's unlawful. The Democrats are right, and American heroes for reminding people of that. And Trump is so stupid that he doubled down on it instead of just saying, well, yeah, if it was unlawful, you don't have to obey it. And by doing that, he turned it into the number one news story today, to where we're all having this conversation. And hopefully we'll come to the conclusion that I've come to. The military just needs to arrest Pete Hegseth as a traitor and just tell Trump he's free to flee. He'll flee to Moscow. He can watch the trials from there on TV, which he likes to do. And I'm not even mad about that. And his supporters will realize whose side he was really on all the time. And they'll be less likely to act up either under a military junta. So thanks, U.S. military. Thanks for remembering your oath is to us, America, the Constitution, not to some traitor. And thank you to all the Democratic heroes reminding him of that, and everybody else posting and talking about this, reminding him of that. And shame on everybody who's talking about this in any way that gives Trump any sort of credence whatsoever. He's a traitor. Let's treat him like a traitor.